In today's video, I discover this amazing little toy museum, often called Brighton's best kept secret. If I go down to the pier right now, we're going to get blown off with the seagulls, so that's not going to be fun, however great content it might make. So I had a little check on the train on my way down, and I found this really sweet little toy museum that's underneath the train tracks in Brighton. Never been here before, don't know anything about it, but I do know that one of the first videos I ever posted on this channel was about dolls' houses. My mum's dolls' houses, actually. That's the first time I've ever announced that. I called it the secret dolls' houses, and people absolutely loved it. So maybe if you were here right at the beginning when I did that video about dolls' houses, you'll enjoy this, or you might just enjoy this if you like seeing new places, seeing new things. I don't know. But before I go and turn the lens around, show you around the museum, can I ask you a favour, just to drop this video a like or a subscribe. This is a tiny little channel. I'm not pretending to be anything that I'm not. I'm doing this because I love it, it's my hobby, but it really does inspire me to do more. So let's go and have a look around this museum. I'm sorry in advance if there's loads of wind noise. It's just one of those things, it's the UK in February. Thank you for being here, really appreciate every one of you. So let's go look around this toy museum. Brighton Toy Museum was opened in 1991 and houses a collection of internationally significant toys and models from across the world. Most of the toys and models on display predate 1970, and the museum is proud to house a comprehensive collection of toys from before the plastic age. There is an absolutely world-class display of toys from Dinky, Corgi, Meccano, several historic diorama, and also an incredible collection of zero-gauge railways, including one from the 1930s. The model railways do not run all of the time, but they have special days where the sets run fully. I'll pop details of the museum's website in the comments so you can check out when the railways are running. The museum is housed underneath Brighton railway station, and when the space was found, it was absolutely dilapidated. The founders of the museum took the railway arches back to the original Victorian brick, levelled the flooring and created the space you see today. Originally, these arches were used to store beer barrels for Bass Brewery, and if you ever visit the museum, have a look around, and at one point you can see the original red triangle that is the logo for this particular brewery. I'm not an expert on toys or models in any way. I just love discovering new, interesting places, and I really appreciate the workmanship and history that goes into all these pieces. I honestly did not expect this small space to contain so many fascinating things. The museum doesn't feel stuffy, and the staff were so incredibly friendly and pleased I visited. Had a really long chat with one of the volunteers about the museum and why it's important that people continue to visit places like this. Because of the location, it's really easy to miss, and people walk by not even knowing the museum is here. It's such an important collection, you should really seek it out if you visit. The museum volunteer said people travel from as far as the USA and Japan to see the collection. The museum is a charity and run mostly by a passionate team of volunteers. There is an entry fee, but your entry fee goes towards keeping the museum alive for future generations, which I think is really, really important. I think it's time for me to just stop talking and let you enjoy the pieces in the museum. I suspect many of you watching will be much better informed about the exhibits than me, and I really do hope you enjoy seeing them and maybe remember having some of them yourself. Please let me know what your favourite parts were in the comments. I particularly loved the Pelham puppets, as they really reminded me of my own childhood. My aunt had a small collection in the original boxes, and we used to love them being brought out, particularly the witch, but it really was a case of look but don't touch. So I'm going to pop back at the end of the video for a little summary. Enjoy the tour. I really wish I could have shown you absolutely everything in minute detail, but this video would have honestly been about a week long. So sit back, relax, view the exhibits as if you were there. To find out more information about the pieces, I'll pop the museum's website into the description. I'll be back at the end, like I say, so for now, just enjoy. good was that? What a lovely find, what a lovely hidden gem. It's absolutely tipping it down now. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. My plans are over. I'm staying in a really wicked hotel tonight, which I'm excited about. Brighton is such a friendly place. The people in that museum were amazing. They encouraged me filming, they told me all about it, and it's just a really magical place, especially if you're interested in kind of pre-1970s, 1960s toys. You must go and have a look at it. It's absolutely fantastic. I am going to go, oh my God, this is the reality of the seaside in February. I'm going to go find myself a coffee or something because I've been on the road getting here since early this morning. Check into my hotel, and then I don't know what I'm doing from here. It's all change, but keep going. I will post every week and we'll see what I'm doing in the next adventure. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And if you're interested in that museum, I have said I'll tell you they've got a GoFundMe going at the moment because they're trying to do some renovation work and to keep the museum going. So if you're interested in it, look at the Brighton Toy Museum and maybe give them a hand. Right then, I'm off to find somewhere dry. I'll see you later. Bye.